Hey, what's up everyone? How you doing? Welcome to another reaction video for today. And this is just a random video that popped in my suggestions, I guess because I watched the new Scary Movie trailer. I thought this was interesting because I've heard of this movie, never watched it. This is about a little horror parody called Shriek, if you know what I did last Friday the 13th. Yeah, there you go. And I've heard this Bear Wench Project. That one's actually, I think, a softcore. And then what's the other ones I'm thinking of? Pump Fiction. I think that might have been important too. That might have been Pump Friction. No, isn't there like Plump Fiction? It's a fat lady. I'm trying, there's like a bunch of weird parodies. What's the other one? I'm thinking of one. Now, I'm not talking about like from the Freeberg and Seltzer date movie, epic movie dog shit stuff. It was like a one from the 90s. Or maybe even early 2000s. That was, I think, a horror one. What the hell am I thinking of? What am I thinking of? What's wrong with me? Anyway, let's get to it. This is from Media Pastimes, so shout outs. I'm going to learn about this movie because I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever seen anything about it, so I'm sure it's going to be real shit. Anyway, I love Scary Movie 1, though. 1 and 2. 3, too. I love 3. 3 is underrated. 4 is not good. And then 5 is probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. So, let's go!
When Scream exploded into theaters in 1996 and opened the door for a wave of teen slasher films, it was only a matter of time before someone took a satirical swing at these movies in the form of a full-blown parody. The first one to probably...
I just remember though, when they do What Are You Waiting For from I Know What You Did Last Summer, and the fucking principal's about to jump off the bed. What am I waiting for? What am I waiting for? He jumps up. Fuck you!
come to your mind, Scary Movie, just absolutely dominated the cultural touchstone in its own
yeah, they're your ass is great. It was like Benjamin Franklin stabs her.
If you managed to get through the early 2000s without seeing one of these ghost spoof masks,
Hell
you must have been living under a rock because they were absolutely everywhere at the time.
I definitely wasn't drinking from my soda with the thing on the opposite side. Look how small it is. It looks like who's the one guy that has the small dick in here? Because the shower was cold. I need to do a rewatch of this movie before the new one comes out. Because even though I remember a lot of the jokes, it's been a while.
Just a few months after Scary Movie released, another slasher parody came along that didn't exactly receive the same amount of fanfare. Shriek, If You Know What I Did Last Friday the 13th.
I feel like
this year's Halloween special will be looking back on Shriek and...
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I need to go back. What the fuck? Is that Bobby Moynihan? Wait, is that Bobby Moynihan or is that... No, wait. Alright, fuck it.
You know what parody came along that didn't exactly...
Who's that? I swear I got seen her before.
The same amount
Who's
of
that?
Shriek, If You Know What I Did
Last
Friday the 13th.
Let's go.
In this year's Halloween special, we'll be looking back on Shriek and digging into what exactly caused this movie to get completely buried under the success of Scary Movie.
It wasn't funny.
Feel safe here. Hi, Chucky. Wanna play?
A comedy so scary.
So scary. All right.
It hurts.
It hurts. Oh.
Shriek. If You Know What I Did Last Friday the 13th.
This never happened.
No, I just ate.
If you'd like to support the channel and see your name at the end of every episode, join the Pastimes Club through Patreon or YouTube memberships today. Links in the description and pinned comment down below.
Go fucking subscribe to the Patreon, you piece of shit.
In the late 90s, Rhino Films realized that they might have missed the mark a bit with their parody film
Plum Fiction, there you go, that's what I was thinking of.
Fiction, which made $71,000 on a $2.5 million budget.
Damn.
And so the studio decided to go a different direction and take advantage of the teen horror trend by greenlighting a movie called I Know What You Screamed Last Semester, which was the original title for Shriek. And the film script...
That's probably better, honestly, but they're both shit titles.
...was apparently strong enough that the studio was able to entice John Blanchard into directing this thing. John sat in the director's chair for over 50...
That's probably... Yeah, I feel like I've seen some of these actors in Mad TV.
...episodes of Mad TV, 91 episodes of Kids in the Hall, 70 episodes of SCTV, and also helmed the SCTV spin-off documentary The Last Polka, which was basically This Is Spinal Tap for a fictional polka band called the Happy Wanderers.
That's the important thing, that we had some laughs and some good times. And some bad times. Oh, some bad times, but more good times.
I miss John Candy.
Oh, yes, more up.
Yeah, I miss Eugene Levy too. He's not dead, but I haven't seen him in a fucking movie in like 13 years.
John also did some directing on the series House of Buggin', the short-lived replacement for In Living Color on Fox, which is ironic because just as I Know What You Screamed last semester was being developed, the Wayans family was cooking up a movie with a nearly identical concept at Dimension Films. A Miramax
I used to watch In Living Color all the time.
owned
I'm surprised Jim Carrey didn't show up in any of the scary movies. Like as a little cameo because he was in Living Color, you know, just a little cameo. Maybe he did, and I don't think he did.
label. Miramax also owned the Scream franchise, and they were very protective of it. So at some point, they threatened to sue Rhino Films if they didn't remove the word Scream from the title of their movie. And that's how the creatives landed on the convoluted, less fitting title of Shriek.
But Scream, it doesn't say Scream, it says Screamed.
You know what I did last
Map to dead people sighting. What the fuck?
It's Friday the 13th. Between Shriek and Scary Movie, the former is usually labeled as the knockoff.
Oh, no, they got, what's his name? Tom Arnold?
But it turns out that filming started on Shriek a few months before cameras rolled on Scary Movie. Right. However, Dimension was
I don't think they ripped it off, honestly.
To provide the Wayans family with
I don't think either of these ripped either off.
Weinstein Hollywood power broker money and the resources that came with it. So the post-production phase was a lot quicker, and they beat Shriek to
when she snaps her own leg.
At the cost
oh, look at me, I'm fucking dead. He's fucking head.
of having their franchise ripped away from them after the second movie.
Scary Movie 3 is great. I don't care.
They hired the Zucker brothers, and they brought them on to do Scary Movie 3. And so they did the third one, took the idea we pitched them.
Oh, that sucks. I didn't know that.
Judge a book by its cover.
That sucks, but it's still funny. I don't care. One of my favorite gags in all of Scary Movie is, I've said it many times, is the sheriff's hat continuously getting bigger, and like it cuts away and the sheriff's hat's like slightly bigger, and then it cuts away again, gets bigger to the point where she can't even get into the car again. She just has to pretend like it's a normal house. She's like, she can't get in the fucking car. I always made me laugh.
This case, a film by its poster. But Shriek just does not.
I love the subtle jokes like that. It's not really subtle, but I like the ones where you don't notice it at first, then you're like, what the fuck? And then the characters don't address it. I think Charlie Sheen kind of looks like, what? But they don't address it. Like, that's probably my favorite Zuckerberg's joke period is from Top Secret, when they're in the pizzeria and they're just in the background. The pizza's so cheesy that everyone's like stretching it. They bite it, it stretches, and then it cuts away, cuts back, and they're like fucking wrapping themselves around with cheese. It's so stretchy. Great stuff. Go watch Top Secret. That might be my favorite Zuckerberg's movie. That and Airplane are
poster that instills a whole lot of
head-to-head
in the viewer. They photoshopped in references to The Sixth Sense and The Blair Witch Project, despite the fact that Shriek doesn't contain any nods to those movies because it was shot right before they came out. Right. And all of the actors look like they weren't even photographed in the same room, much less on the same continent.
They definitely weren't.
In fact, Coolio's picture was pulled straight from the red carpet of the 1995 Billboard Music Awards.
Okay, well, that's not the same picture. But
because of this poster, I went into Shriek expecting total and complete garbage. But it's actually
Coolio,
all right.
Is it?
The killer always knows where we are.
If not for the hilariously bland and basic DVD menu that came before it, I probably would have thought that I popped in Scary Movie by accident. Because Shriek starts out with a very similar parody of the opening from Scream.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's so obvious. Wait, who is that?
Do you like scary movies?
This one doesn't have Carmen Electra pooting it up in the kitchen.
What's that noise?
I farted. I didn't think you would hear me.
But it does have Ghostface chasing the girl around a giant birthday cake. Initially, the killer's mask is shaped like Jason's from Friday the 13th, but after accidentally lighting it on fire and extinguishing the flames with a bird bath,
it melts it?
It's reshaped into a droopy version of the iconic Ghostface mask.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
Which was honestly pretty damn clever. Also, I like that they gave another nod to the Scream franchise by
who is that?
Casting Amy Graham as this movie's Casey Becker, a character named Screw from Behind, because her sister Heather played the same role in Stab.
Oh, that's why she looks familiar. It's just Heather Graham's fucking
the movie
sister.
within a movie from Scream 2. And the main cast of this movie actually surprised me because
it's a lot of people.
Poster, but 4 of the 5 people displayed on it aren't even shown for most of the film's runtime. Right. Shriek follows 5 students at Bellenia Falls High School, run by Principal Interest, played by Coolio. Mm-hmm. Sorry, the administrator formerly known as Principal.
Oh, because Principle. Okay, all right.
I know that Prince was just absolutely killing it around this time, dropping an album like every 2 weeks. But what are the chances that both of these movies made
Another
a
recipe, dude. Coolio playing a Prince-like guy. That's sad. They're both dead.
In the first 20 minutes.
Wait, what? To be fair, Carmen Electra was associated with Prince early on. Oh, I didn't know that. She was a dancer or something?
Anyway, there's a mysterious new kid named Dawson, played by the older half-sibling of Stifler's little brother from American Pie. That might just be the most late 90s sentence I've ever spoken
it's so
on this
weird.
channel. Although Scary Movie definitely won this battle because they got the real Dawson to do a cameo in their movie.
Oh, yeah.
Wrong
That's,
set.
But
yeah,
Shriek
there's so many dead people in this. God damn it.
did get Jimmy Walker, who you might remember from Good Times and those obnoxious late-night Medicare ads on
Dynamite!
TV.
That's ridiculous.
Julie Benz plays a character named
Oh, Julie
Barbara Bad
Benz.
Suspect, whose best scene involves the
That's probably... Okay, so that's why she looked familiar. She was in one of the Saw movies. I know she's in Dexter, right?
usage of Mentos Fresh Mints, or Mentals, to escape the killer. This joke must have hit
Fucking stupid.
so hard back in the day, but everybody born after
Mentos, the fresh maker.
the year 2000
Oh, yeah.
probably thinks this is a Foo Fighters reference. The meathead of the group, aptly named Slab, was played by Simon Rex, who
Oh, yeah, Simon Rex was in Scary Movie 3.
probably used this movie as an audition tape when he joined the Scary Movie franchise
He was in Scary Movie 5 also. We can forgive that one. I think he's in 4
a
also.
few years later.
And also, he was in that Red Rocket movie, right? I heard he's great in that. Oh.
And honestly, his character might be my favorite because, for one thing, he's a total dumbass in the funniest way possible.
I know.
But his character falls into a parody of Greased Lightning, which goes directly into a send-up of Stephen King's
Christine?
And
What
it
the fuck?
is honestly one of the best scenes in the movie.
Okay.
License and active warrants.
Killer.
The group is rounded out, of course, by the stereotypical dork and
This guy
moody
looks familiar
goth.
too, isn't
I
that?
recognize the actress who played Martina
Yeah.
from The Office, where she played Dwight's sister Fanny. But
Okay.
you probably remember her from the show Roswell.
No.
However, this actor, Danny Strong, might have had the most insane career turn ever.
Who the fuck is? I swear to God, I've seen him before.
He parlayed a career of playing
Gay porn. That's where I've seen him.
characters with names like Gherkin, or in this case, Boner,
It's pronounced honor, sir.
into an award-winning writing career.
Oh.
I guess the old saying, no small parts, only small actors, is true.
Cool.
Even when it comes to a little boner. Bulimia Falls High is the type of place where, well, Artie Lang plays a swim teacher.
Artie Lang. I'm sorry. They're fat white guys. Sorry, I confuse them.
Mr. Hasselhoff, which should tell you all you need to know.
This is before his nose looked fucked up.
But this is a school where kids are off so frequently that an armed militia patrols its halls. And nobody seems to notice or care that
Wow, that's a very relevant joke nowadays.
killer is slinking around attempting to take people out. If that wasn't bad enough, Chucky the Killer Doll is running around, played by fucking Beans from Even Stevens.
What?
Whose star power apparently rose so fast from his role as a strange, bacon-obsessed child
Sure like bacon.
No beans.
I see though, he likes the bacon, man.
that he was later added to the poster.
What the fuck? Well, that was probably because he was dressed up like Chucky. Also, is my guess. But
Good actor Screw from behind is seared by a bug zapper while trying to escape.
you're like, oh look, it's Chucky.
Killer.
Popular slut killed. All right.
The school is
I got
swarmed
it.
by a news crew from MTV. Seeing as Simon Rex had been fired as an MTV VJ in recent years, he probably loved this joke. And you know, at the time, the MTV pun was probably meant to criticize MTV's programming as being empty or devoid of anything aside from mindless entertainment. But I'd take Celebrity Deathmatch, Daria, and reruns of Beavis and Butthead over hour-long stretches of
ridiculousness. Well, that shit's gone now, right? Then I got canceled.
Bang Theory any day.
Wait, Big Bang Theory's on MTV? What the fuck?
Again, you've fallen for one of my classic pranks.
Oh my god.
Bazinga.
The Bazingo!
The school's also
Fuck
being
you.
investigated by Barbara's brother,
Tom
a
Arnold.
lone mall security guard by the name of Dowie.
Mall security is just
Dowie,
as real
he's
police.
fat little bitch.
Obviously, these characters were a send-up of Gale Weathers and Deputy Dewey.
Wait,
and
what?
Eventually,
What the fuck? They were? Whoa.
was like, damn, they had the budget for Kelly Kapowski and Albert Gibson. But then I remembered that Scary Movie had Gail Hailstorm and Doofy, who were just an untouchable combo.
This is a price of being. I mean, that's the smell of being a man, Doofy. He's like, you smell mine. Oh, what the fuck is that? My ass.
Would you remind me not to do that again?
Cherry Terry, too.
The main cast of kids start to receive ominous notes from the killer.
I know what you did. Like, she corrects
he
it.
knows what they did last summer, last
good.
semester, last period, and last
Chanukah.
Scary Movie did the exact same parody, and they did it a lot better. The kids thinking they killed the fisherman with their car, trying to come up with a plan to dump his body while he sort of just
Yeah, he's like, I'm okay. And then they just start throwing shit.
Things, only to knock him out with a liquor bottle, has honestly never stopped being funny.
I like his leg was obviously falling down too. You can see him like settling his leg down. Like,
Shriek's take.
Dude, watching like the dead meat commentary is like, oh, you can make fun of everything. And by the way, I just want to bring it up because it just every time I think of like people getting offended by the Ray is gay joke, I always think of dead meat, who is okay with like people getting sawed in half vagina first, but then if you make some like anything is nothing's off limits. By the way, I think for a parody, I really don't think it should be off limits. You know, if it's a parody, do it. So, you know, this white guy's got a small dick, whatever. She's a whore. She's a slut. This guy's a whatever. I'm sorry. The Ray is gay thing is funny. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It's funny. I laughed. The hardest I laughed at the new trailer for Scary Movie 6 was when he's like, why half gay?
What you did last summer involves a DUI collision with a practice archery deer. And as they get these notes, each kid reflects on a secret they were keeping when they dumped the fake deer in the ocean. So they come back to this joke 4 separate times. And the bar was already low because it's kind of a dumb gag to begin with. It just gets run into the ground more and more with each subsequent flashback. After revealing the killer's notes to one another, in complete Scream fashion, the group plans to gather at Slab's house because it's the safest place they can be to avoid getting picked off one by one.
Alright, let's go to my house. My parents are dead.
Alright.
But the killer attempts to do just that before the school day.
Alright.
I've already talked about Barbara and Slab's run-ins with him, but Boner's scenario parodied the 1981 movie Porky's. Most of which I definitely cannot show without getting this video age restricted.
Yeah.
However, it was very similar to Shawn Wayans' theater bathroom scene in Scary Movie,
oh, yeah,
which I also definitely
you have to censor that one. Dude, my favorite gag is when it's revealed that he's one of the killers. You know, they do the whole thing. He shows up, but he still has the bandage on his ear, meaning that the penis going through his ear was legit. Because why the fuck would he have a bandage anymore? So he puts the dick in his ear. I always thought that was funny.
Ina, on the other hand, gets into a foot race with the killer on the school's track, which was supposed to lampoon Chariots of Fire, and I have to admit that this scene was pretty fun. Specifically the part where Ghostface wins the race and gets hoisted up by a group of adoring fans as Martina runs away.
He got 2 into the race.
Meanwhile, Dawson encounters him in the screening room of a sex education class, which, even with the comedic genius of David Herman as the sex ed teacher, is easily the weakest scenario of all.
Where was I?
The final stretch of the movie takes place at the Party in Slab's brownstone mansion, complete with 3 cats named Dead Horse, Lame Gag, and Cheap Shot, which I have to admit was a pretty clever way of poking fun at Scream's constant jump scares.
Oh, Cheap Shot, there you are. Oh, Cheap Shot.
Yeah,
much like Scream, every attendee at the party aside from the main cast flee the scene when they find out that the principal was taken out by the killer. And I have to give it the streak on this one because I always wondered how Scary Movie didn't parody one of the most hilariously dark moments in Scream.
Oh, yeah?
They found Principal Henry dead. He was gutted and hung from the goalpost.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go over there before they brought him down.
The killer proceeds to...
What a fucking assholes. That was Henry Winkler. God damn it.
Directly take out half of the group in ways that, of course, parody the house party finale from Scream. Barbara gets stuck in the garage door much like Rose McGowan did, and I can't fault either movie for lampooning the same scene, but Shriek's version includes a joke involving silicone implants that Scary Movie also kind of did with
They did it earlier in the first part where he stabs the silicone out. It's like, what the fuck? Like, does he like, he goes, ugh. Yeah, he's
She nearly escapes the killer, but ends up being chased under a bee's nest that results in a pretty...
Dude, a weed whacker is a good-ass fucking weapon for a kill.
Good sight gag. Meanwhile,
I'm sorry?
the killer, but ends up being chased under a bee's nest that results in a pretty damn good
In case of bee sting, call coroner.
gag.
Oh, because she's allergic. Oh, that's
Meanwhile,
funny.
Boner,
Yeah,
who
good.
finds himself with a girl in an upstairs bedroom like Sydney and Billy and Scream, pre-coitus flatlines at the very sight of the killer.
It's like, what the fuck, bro? Really?
Throughout the entire movie, it's been hinted that Slab is using steroids, which results in a pretty crazy special effects moment that also acted as a nod to the infamous head
Like who? Oh, okay.
explosion scene from the David Cronenberg movie Scanners.
Yeah.
I think I used too much.
If you didn't figure it out by now, one of the added layers of humor in this movie is that the killer never actually kills anyone.
Right.
Just happened to die in his presence. Before things wrap up, we get a chase scene integrated into a pop-up video
For
parody
lefties,
called
what?
Chop Up Video.
What
This
the
segment
fuck?
ends with a brief rumble between Martina and the killer, where his identity is finally revealed to the audience, leading to, honestly, one of the funniest scenes in the movie where about 50 masks are removed.
Oh, that's good. It's almost like a Scooby-Doo
It's
gag.
the
Oh,
scariest one of all, Tom Arnold.
no, it's Tom Arnold.
This
What
whole
a... He didn't kill anybody. Oh, it's a... What?
Time the killer was Doey's twin cousin Hardy, indistinguishable from Doey aside from his Sharpie-drawn handlebar mustache. After
What the fuck? He didn't kill anybody, though.
the credits roll, we get a Where Are They Now epilogue reel for all of the characters in the
Mr. Hasselhoff retired from teaching, is now the second highest grossing scamway salesman and
movie. Not to mention the
movie's film crew is still unemployed, but they apparently will work for food.
film crew. And this is capped
That's
off with the
funny.
reveal of Bulimia Falls' new samurai armor-wearing killer, who would definitely be the main focus of the sequel.
Hell yeah, can't wait for it.
Unfortunately, in July of 2000, while Shriek was still in post-production, Scary Movie came out, broke the opening weekend earnings record for an R-rated movie, and went on to earn over $278 million.
God. That's so much money for a comedy.
By that point, Rhino Films...
That was, that's my... Wait, isn't that more than fucking Scream? Like, period? Let me just see. Scary Movie. 278 million. Okay, and the Scream should relink here, right? There we go. Scream. Scream 2 was out at this point, right? Yeah, Scream 3 was about to come out. Or no, I think Scream 3 already came out. Yeah, Scream 3 came out a few months earlier. So, all right, so Scream 1 made 173 million. Scream 2, I think, made more than... No, 172 million. And then Scream 3 was, 161 million. So, Scary Movie is the highest grossing Scream movie. I'm rewording it that way. I don't give a fuck what you say. That's the case. Sorry. Scary Movie 1 is the highest... It's the highest grossing fucking Scream movie. That's so funny. I definitely know it's not 5. Nope. Actually, everybody said Scream 6 was the highest grossing movie, but it's not even. Like, it's 169 million. And the first one's still highest grossing, and that's not even accounting for inflation. So, all right. Well, anyway, Scary Movie still is. I'm assuming Scary Movie 2, which is not, that one's not a Scream movie because there's no Scream parody in it. It's more like fucking like everything I Exorcist. Like that one just like said, fuck it. We're not even gonna go with relevant horror at that time. Actually, no, it did way less. Actually, damn, I didn't realize that. I love 3 also. It has bad reviews, but I like it a lot. Oh wait, Scary Movie 3 did better. Scary Movie 4, how did that do? That did well too. What the fuck? Why did it take so long for Scary Movie 5? I mean, it sucked either way, but anyway.
The distribution rights for Shriek over to Trimark, who were then bought out by Lionsgate, and they planned to capitalize on the teen slasher craze by releasing the film into as many markets as possible, sometime around October 2000. But as you clearly saw, there were just countless similarities between Shriek and Scary Movie.
Sure.
Even the original working title for Scary Movie...
It was made by them. Those motherfuckers.
It was nearly identical.
No, really? It really was made by them. Dude, they were doing dog shit like this for fucking that long? What the fuck? I had no idea. I thought they only started in like the mid-2000s. What? Wait. Wait, I don't see a credit for that. I guess they did. To be fair, they were one of the writers for Scary Movie 1. But man, they've done so much shit. They haven't made a movie in almost 11 years. That's crazy, actually. Made that Fast and Furious spinoff.
to the original and final
parody.
titles for Shriek. They couldn't throw this thing into theaters
Scary
because it would
Scream
probably
movie?
just get labeled a knockoff.
That's a French poster.
And bomb miserably. And they
Scary
couldn't drop it
Scream
on home
movie.
video that month because the studio was already releasing another horror parody starring a former MTV VJ. Pauly Shore's The Bogus
Witch Project. That's the one I was thinking. There is a movie called The Bear Wench Project. That's a porn parody, I'm pretty sure. No, I didn't watch it.
I don't have any tissue.
In Lionsgate.
Scary Movie did a parody of that where it just wait, it was a scary movie? I can't remember where like the snot just kept coming. Yeah, it was because it was a Gale hailstorm or whatever.
It wasn't going to sabotage a movie they invested so much money into. I mean, that witch costume Pauly is wearing cost at least $2.
Yeah, what the
fuck?
fuck?
So to avoid saturating the home video market with too many horror parodies, Lionsgate instead decided to premiere the movie on the USA Network, where an entire week-long Halloween marathon was designed to hype it up.
Shriek Week on USA.
Shriek premiered on Tuesday, October 17th in 2000.
Can't wait.
And I truly believe that this movie was cursed from the jump, because there weren't many worse nights for it to make its grand debut.
Oh yeah, really? Why?
Shriek aired at the same time as Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Game 6 of the American League Championship Series between the Seattle...
And this is back when you could not record shit. DVR didn't exist. TiVo didn't even exist yet. None of that shit existed, so you'd have to watch a rerun if you wanted to see that shit, or you had to record it on your VHS.
And those damn Yankees. The third and final presidential debate between George W. Bush and Al Gore, and new episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Dark Angel, and That 70s
Oh, I forgot Dark Angel existed.
Show. Ironically enough, the one in which Hyde's supposed father is portrayed by the same actor who played Ted in both of the Airplane movies.
Okay, so,
That's fine.
What do you guys want to watch? Alright, we got Hot Shots, The Naked Gun, Ooh, Airplane.
Shriek's initial airings on the USA Network were followed up by a DVD release a few months later.
A serial kidder?
Which definitely introduced the movie to a wider audience. And like pretty much every comedy film that has ever existed, reactions to this movie seem to be pretty mixed. Some view it as a fun, horror-themed tribute to movies like Hot Shots and Top Secret, whereas others see it as an awful, corny pile of shit that deserved to die in the shadow of Scary Movie.
It has a 14% Rotten Tomatoes. That doesn't mean much because Scary Movie 2 also has a really low score, and I really like that one.
I honestly believe that even if Shriek had hit theaters before Scary Movie, it probably wouldn't have had the same success or cultural impact.
No.
Because, I mean, sure.
I mean, you had the Wayne brothers. They were pretty popular at the time, you know?
Movies had the teen slasher craze on their side, but the Wayans' involvement in the
I'm
built-in
gonna get you,
audience they
sucker.
amassed with over a decade of entertainment.
And I'm talking about
meant
Wayne's period, not just Sean and Marlon.
Scary Movie was always going to come out on top. Before I wrap things up, I just wanted to give
Good
a shout
video.
out to the channel's first patrons.
I was not expecting to even giggle, so it was a good, you know.
Update on the Chris Farley Cable Guy video I did back in 2023. So if you want to see your name in
Oh,
the
is he
credits of
supposed to be
that
the
video
cable
or
guy?
any
And
future
he
episode,
passed away, so
please check out my Patreon or YouTube membership page.
dude, I can actually see Chris Farley playing that character extremely well as well. Like just a really annoying, fucking, just insane. Yeah.
Greatly appreciate it. And if you like
I
this
mean that in
episode,
the best
please
way
leave a comment
possible,
down
by the way.
below. And as always, thank you for
Oh
watching.
yeah,
and
Jim
I'll see you in
Carrey
the next one.
fucking was everywhere in the 90s. Every movie was a huge hit. Was it The Mask? I think The Mask was the first one. Then it was Ace Ventura. Then it was Dumb and Dumber, right? Well, it was Ace Ventura 1 and 2 because they both came out pretty quick. Right? Because I think it was The Mask first. I could be wrong. Hold on. I want to see. It was like in the span of like a year, I think those movies came out though. Because I want to say it was in the span of 1 year. I think it was The Mask, Ace Ventura. I think it was Dumb and Dumber, and then Ace Ventura 2. Technically, it was like a year later. Let me see. Dude, that's one crazy year. Dude, what? Wow. That's I just saw it. Hold on, let me see if I can find that again. That's crazy. They're all. Hold on. Come on. Give me his fucking. I just saw his like. It gave me like a shot of a partial filmography. All right. Yeah. So it. What the fuck? Okay. So 94 was The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, and Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. That's crazy. And they were all huge successes. And then a year later, I think Ace Ventura 2 came out, right? Because it was really quick. I remember they fucking. I think they fast tracked that bitch. Not that I remember. I wasn't fucking conscious at the time. I was like, what, 4 when it came out? Let me see. Oh, I used to watch Bruce Almighty all the time. Liar, Liar. Love that. Oh, he was still in Living Color at the time, too. The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, Oh, of course, a year after that was Batman Forever. And then, yep, all right. So, wow. In the span of 1 year, from 94 to 95, he was in Ace Ventura. All right, Ace Ventura came out first, I think. Ace Ventura, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, Batman Forever, and then the second Ace Ventura, which is also not great, to be fair. But it's all right. I love Liar Liar, though. That came out a few years after that. Anyway. What are you doing? I'm kicking my ass. Do you mind? Great. Anyway, great video. Shout out to Media Pastimes. I learned something here. Because I knew of that movie. I've never seen anything about it, though. So, and it's not horrible. So that's cool. Anyway, that's it. Bye.